So, Tommy Robinson recently went on the same podcast in which Steve Laws appeared. Now, Steve Laws was arguing explicitly nationalist talking points, saying that the UK should be 100% native. And he also called out Tommy Robinson and claimed he was being too moderate. Well, Tommy Robinson went on and explicitly said that the English must not become a minority.
And what do you think about the rise of ethno-nationalists, certainly on the internet? Because I've had one set opposite me. We didn't agree on everything. There were certain things I thought, okay, you got a good case there, but I think our culture is superior, but race is. I'm blind to race.
No, I'm blind to race, but they're right in lots of what they say, and that cannot be denied. So that has to be vocalised in the sense that white English cannot become a minority in England. It should not be allowed to happen. It's not right if it happens. So we can be blind to race, but that shouldn't happen.
Well, here's the thing. If you're trying to prevent the English from becoming a minority, then you do have to think about things in that lens a little bit. You have to be able to define who the English are as a group in the first place. And also, it's not just that we don't want to become a minority. The English should be a large majority of England at the very least. If the English were 55% of the population, technically we would be the majority. But that is not what we want. We want to recover our country from the effects of mass immigration.
Why shouldn't it happen? Because black Nigerians should not become a minority in Nigeria. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I've grown up where whites become a minority. Yeah, I've grown up in that situation where Muslim becomes the majority. And I've grown up experiencing the problems that come with that. Okay. Now, what are the minorities rights like in Saudi Arabia? Well, there aren't any. What about in Qatar? Well, there aren't any. What about in Pakistan? Well, there aren't any. In any of these Islamic countries, no minority rights. But then they had all the minority rights in our country. But when we become a minority, do you expect them to recognise our rights? They don't. I've seen it in Luton. When a white English child is being bullied by all the Muslims at school and he ends up reacting, he gets expelled. They just get rid of him. The same way with the grooming issue, they didn't know how to deal with it, so they just left it. They don't know how to deal with the hostility and the extremism against non-Muslims in schools. So they don't know how to deal with it. So they get rid of the victim. The victim becomes a victim multiple times.
Now, this is genuinely good rhetoric from Tommy Robinson. He was given the opportunity to punch right and attack people who were further to the right than him, and he didn't. He chose not to, and he chose to unequivocally state that the English should never become a minority. This is absolutely what we need. Unity on the right in Britain. Share your thoughts in the comments down below.